Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me go ahead and do this one. Even that. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I do apologize. I know y'all be hearing the typing and the text on. I do apologize. You know me, I got to get out the message or put it up. I want to do a conversation with you guys about why. Um, I just want to talk with you. That used to bother me and irritate me to. It was it was off of the complex of it was off of the complex of why I uh, I didn't know how to deal with people that did right by me. I didn't know how to deal with people who meant good for me or just probably wanted my best interest. And to some people, you're probably like, wait, what do you mean by that? Like, that wouldn't make no sense. Like, and I'm like, no, it's actually more common than a lot of people actually give it credence for. Believe it or not, a lot of people do not know how to handle kindness. They don't. A lot of people don't know how to handle um, being respected. What's going on, Kojo? What's going on, Bacon? And you'll pull your hair out trying to talk to these people. You'll pull your hair out trying to save these type of people. I've just seen the conversation with men and with women time and time again on, you don't see all the stuff I do for you, or how I go above and beyond for you, and you don't respect that. And I watch. I do. I greatly. I do watch. I myself am also a component of that. Well, I have hurt and harmed and abused those to me, around me. You know what I'm saying? And one of the issues is some people, including myself at times, we properly don't know how to receive proper love. Now, some people may think that's crazy. Like, what do you mean? Like, it's 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 a cycle. It's a cycle, y'all, of abuse where you've been through so much of a storm. What's going on, Kelly? You've been through so much of a storm in your life that when you start seeing all the stuff that's happening and going on and all the talking points, at some point, this is why I'm for protecting my peace. I have to because I like when I turn up, I turn up. When I go hard, I go hard. You feel me? So what happens is you'll have it where you love this person. You want the best for this person. You're like, yo, like, babe, I'm here for you. I'm not gonna harm you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure plenty of you ladies have had it where as to you found this guy, you like him a lot, you know what I'm saying? You're telling him, You don't have to be out there like that no more. You don't gotta be involved with that type of stuff. But he don't know how to step on down. He don't know how to chill. Why? Because he don't he does not know how to properly receive, doesn't know how to properly receive love and affection. Because he's still dealing with some demons that he himself have not properly allocated or exercised. For a lot of fellas, I'm pretty sure you have a woman that you are well vested and interested in. The problem is the same woman that you want, that you're interested in, she's dealing with some stuff, like deeply. And she'll tell you, like, listen, like, everything. See, this is why I always try to tell a lot of brothers, when you're looking at certain women, understand that everything comes with a hefty price. Now, hold on now, BMT. Like, you tripping. No, I'm trying to be for real with y'all. I'm being real. Like, a lot of people are dealing with demons that they have not properly, you know, handled. Slow down. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell you right now, man. Like, it's I remember. Listen, man. There's one girl. I love her. I love her. But I know that she had a lot of devils that she was battling, a lot of issues from her life that she just could not, that would rupture in her heart. So it wasn't like she didn't want to love. It was just the fact that she was fighting stuff. And you gotta understand that sometimes it be like that. You know what I'm saying? They want love, but they don't know how to properly receive the love. So because they don't know how to properly receive the love, it sometimes it's gonna hurt you, because you're gonna not only keep on trying to go and save them. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna keep trying to save them, but at the expense of you. And see, this is not a fight for the weak. Like, you understand, like, I know some, listen, a lot of people that we try to get in relationships with these days understand that a lot of people have been harmed, have been ripped asunder, have been mentally battered and damaged. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? No, yeah, you're right. It could be daddy issues. But I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of sons that have mommy issues. I know a lot of men that have mommy issues where they haven't gotten over whatever happened to them with mommy or their family, or they either been sexually exploited, so they don't know how to properly deal. So in their heart of heart, you know what I'm saying, that way of thinking is for them, like, I got to put these holes in their place. Well, hold up, bro. Is that something that you wanted to say to your mom, that you wish you could have put her in her place? Nah, my mom was a saint or an angel. So who the hoes that you trying to put in their place? And why are you trying to, or are you a part of the pimp game? Versus you have it where some women who will say these type of men ain't ish. They're not shit. But I'm like, okay, so what about these men that got you going down and dealing with the commode? Why would you want to put? Why are you dealing with that type of group of men? Now, naturally, people are gonna be like, well, that's their choices. They make their own choices. Correct. They do make their own choices. But however, you are knowingly choosing to put your hand in the toilet. You understand me? You trying to put your hand in the toilet and let toilet water splash all over you. Can you get mad that you're knowingly choosing to do that? Now, some people say, well, people don't know. Okay, I will give you that. I'll give you so much of that. But after a while, you start to understand the pain. You start seeing the suffering. You start understanding that they'll tell you. See, after a while, here's the scary thing about it. The devil doesn't. The devil doesn't have to lie. The devil doesn't have to lie, but he'll tell you. Everybody thinks the devil will lie to you. The devil will actually tell you the intention. They'll tell you what you're up against. And you can choose to whether want to entertain that kind of spirit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I said, can't get on Google. But, sometimes we want to save people. I'm not going to lie. I did see a lot of damsels in distress. I have. But in seeing a lot of damsels in distress, I understand that the damsel in distress, she was a damsel in distress by day, but she was a dragon by night. I mean, I'm just being for real. Beautiful woman. Very exceptional. But I also understood she also had a few dragons she was dealing with. And the thing about it was, no one could slay the dragon. See, the thing about it, I don't think a lot of people understood about Shrek when it came to him and Fiona. Fiona, they always were wondering about how to deal with the beast. See, Shrek had his own demons he dealt with. Guess what? So did Fiona. So when they chose to accept each other for their ugliness, guess what? It got a lot more easier. It did. It got a lot more easier for Shrek to accept that, hey, I got my ugliness inside, and so do you. But the thing about it is, people try to severely control the other person's problems. You can't do that, man. It's technically it's not really them handling and actually atoning and fixing their problems. They're not. It's only going to get worse. And I can promise you, time and time again, I wanted love. Hell, even to this day, with, with all the stuff going on right now, with all the stuff, with all the stuff going on right now, I still sometimes struggle with how to properly love. I still struggle. I still have my problems. I still do have my demon. I kid you not. And until I properly learn how to properly get the right guidance of help, I'm gonna keep on having more and more issues. You understand me? I'm gonna keep on falling short. That's a big problem that a lot of men and women don't want to actually acknowledge. You can say you can say that you're good, you can say you're all right, you can tell yourself that, hey, I don't need this, I don't need that. I'm saved and adjudicated on my own. But after a while, it starts to show. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Queen. Because this is the thing about a lot of people are going to be dealing with while they're trying to properly get that. Because everybody wants to get love, and everybody wants to get love. Everybody always has to make the solemn, square, pinky promise that, hey, I promise, I'll cross the ocean for you. I'll make your dreams come true. You know, we'll say all the nice stuff, but see, you don't understand what's it going to take to cross their ocean. You don't know how deep their ocean goes. You don't know what's in there. You don't know what they got going on to them. So when you try to reach out and pull them out of the water, you probably pull out a whole barrel of problems. And see, it's easy to take them. And sometimes, I'm not going to lie, man, it hurts. It really does. That's why y'all see all these people running, trying to get evaluations online, or they try to get evaluations. They run into the altar, saying, "Lord, please help me." Like, Jesus, I just need you to take that sin away from me. Please send me a man. Please send me. You see, what they're asking when they say, "Send me a man," or "Send me a woman," or "Send me a family," or "Am I not deserving? Do I have the right money?" But the problem thing is that they're not actually thinking about it. It's like, what is it that I'm not seeing? Because see, I could try as much as I want to try to tell you I love you, but if you don't know how to receive my love, a lot of people don't know how to properly receive love because they never seen it. And if they've seen it, what type of love did they receive? Were they abused? Were they mistreated? Were they abandoned? So they were abandoned, and you go out the door, and they're like, "Oh my God, like this is too good to be true." You ever been in a relationship where you thought it was too good to be true, and you didn't know how to take to it because you're like, "Yo, like I swear they're trying to manipulate. I think they're trying to get one over on me." So now you're mentally playing with yourself because you want this person so badly, but then now you're now playing mental chess because they know your weaknesses. And see, that's a big problem about it. Because when you want to actually share who you are with someone, but see, there are people out there that will take your problems and contort it and twist it and actually start to manipulate and abuse you. They predatorily get a fix out of that because better for me to become the predator and prey on other people and manipulate them towards me, or it's better for me to go find somebody who can control and actually steer my behavior. Yeah, there are actually people who like, I'm so fucked up, I need somebody to check me, put me in line, because if I don't have that type of energy of docileness to somebody, I don't know how I'll be. So they're not really in a functional relationship. They're in a parental supervision relationship. See, I got y'all. I told y'all, BMT. Listen, I'm not no data coach. I'm just somebody. I'm just a person in life. So what they need is somebody to supervise them, to actually manage them, because they probably cannot manage themselves. So when that person and them, when they get tired or bored of you, in which they shall, they'll cast you aside. Now the person's even more riveted and more broken. And so they'll try to go find somebody else. Will you supervise me? Will you help me? Will you actually help manipulate or do whatever you got to do? And the other person will be like, well, damn, I don't want to manipulate you. I just want to be with you. Like, you come on. What do you want to eat? Oh, you're not assertive enough. No, I'm not. It's not that I'm assertive. I'm asking, what do you want to eat? I'm giving you an option to choose with me, to build with me. A lot of people do not know how to build with me because they were never given that opportunity or actually given that type of criteria to learn how to build with people. They don't know how to. So you got to understand that there are people, and this is why I always tell people, you have to be very affirmatively strong. Listen, this is why I try to tell people, be careful. You have people running on social media because they're looking for someone to actually convince them, hey, it's going to be okay. That's why I say this is one of the most dangerous places because this place can play with human hearts, even down to children. You'll see it now where literally you'll see certain type of validation. Okay, you got, so you're too dark skinned. So you got certain type of kinky hair. So you got buck teeth. So your teeth are pearly white. So you have bloodshot eyes. So that you have blemishes. So you have spots. So you got freckles. Okay, I get it. So you think you're perfect, but you talk with a certain type of funny accent. So now, no matter what, let me just get this clear. There is no such thing as a perfect person. It does not exist. It is a fictitious, subjective thinking point in life. The reason why they made the gods, because the gods is something of an imaginary proposition, or something for you to shoot for. The reason why they made some higher deity or plane or plateau, and mind you, the gods were fucked up. The gods had problems: envy, jealousy, lust, greed, hate, malice. They cheated. They did whatever it took because they were the embodiments of man and woman. So when somebody says, "Well, I'm good. I have money. I have fame. I have clout. I have look. I have followers." Take that and reverse that around. Scramble the word up. I have followers because I'm afraid to be alone. I have fame, but nobody really knows me. I have money because I want somebody to see that, hey, I'm a star. Don't y'all find it interesting that the people that have all these things have the most drastic and complicated issues? The women thought that Aisha Curry was perfect. They thought that she had it all together. Come to find out, she had insecurity issues. She had mental health depression. Wait, how could you have that, girl? You have a man, you have children, you have money. She had insecurity issues. She never once lived her life for her. So when everybody was like picking her apart, she was like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. I mean, nobody really knows me. Marilyn Monroe was believed to be one of the most beautiful women in her time. However, Marilyn Monroe had severe depression, almost to the sense she killed herself. Marilyn Monroe tried to have children 4 times, and not one time could she have a child. If you listen to a lot of her posts, they were talking a lot about mental health and being alone. Thanks, Dog Stray. What's going on, Don? You had it a lot where boys and men talked a lot about mama. You had a lot of black groups that sang a lot about their mother. They sang a lot about how it was the father. They were always singing about the issues and controversies of that of the home. And a lot of people want to be received, they want love, they want that acceptance. I myself, listen, I have a family, but even then, I don't know how to properly deal with that of a family. Listen, now, I am figuring this thing out as it goes. Some days I have to take time and get together. I can give a shit what people talk about on YouTube. I don't really care about what other content creators say. I really don't care what you think you see. Well, listen, my bank account is nice. My money's nice. All this other stuff. I still go through depression. I still have my ups and downs. I still have my time where I sit outside and stare at the stars. I wonder, like, I don't know if I could do another day. And I have to wake up. Like, by the time when I want to close my eyes, I literally look at the clock. It'll be 6:30 in the morning, and there'll be a child wandering the hallway saying, "Is it time for school?" And I'm like, do not think just because somebody has a family, just because they have a man or a woman, or they have people around them, that they're okay. Listen, nobody is possibly okay after everything that they just been through, especially after 2020 and 2021. That would be inhumanly, painstakingly irresponsible for people to say, well, there's nothing going on. If that's the case, then why are people still on social media still bitching about the election? If it was just another Tuesday, you'd have gone on with your life. People still talking about the good old days. Back then in the 1940s, we could go get a soda pop. Well, guess what, bro? You're not back then. What are you looking back then for? Because you're looking back then to where possibly was times was simpler. Because you understand that as you start to grow, things aren't as simple as they seem. Oh, you thought that because if you say this to a woman, she'll just automatically fall on her knees and say, ooga, ooga, booga? Or ladies, do you think that if you bat your eyes at a man, that automatically he'll take off his jacket and put it in the puddle for you to step over? The interaction of man and woman is so much different. The problems that we like to, that now come to the forefront, talking about abuse, rape, exploitation, mental health trauma, different other things that have been going on behind closed doors that we say shh to. Now all of a sudden, people don't want to hear about it. Now all of a sudden, people say that they want the truth, but now all of a sudden, when the truth is actually starting to be spoken about things that are being done and why I feel the way I feel, it's a different thing where when you thought that those around you loved you, but then when they actually speak how they actually feel about you, now, whoa, 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 you felt that way about me? Did you really feel that way? It would hurt your pride if your woman told you that, every time you made love to me, I really, really, really didn't want to make love to you. Actually, I really never actually came or come. I just let you get your nut so you roll off of me. That would hurt a man's ego to know that his woman was never really satisfied by him. Just like it would hurt a woman's ego to know that her man never really wanted her. Tolerate. Good enough. Babe, how come you don't look at me like you used to? Wow, it's something placated in a woman's mind. Damn, you don't want to touch me. You don't even want to look at me. I think he thinks I'm hideous. Do you think I'm hideous? Do you not think I'm worthy of your affection, of your love? Things do happen. People do deal with them. And as you start to talk to people, and you actually start to want to envelop and let them know that, hey, it's okay. No, I truly do. Like I really do feel it. But it took me some time because even I had to say some stuff. I actually sat down, had a conversation. I love you, just not in love with you. When I said that, it did hurt because it actually let me understand that pushing myself into something I really don't want. And yes, shed, tears shed, we cried, but I got hit on my chest. Nothing hurts more to a woman than for a man to tell you something, and you feel like, what were those years that we put into work? Also, in the same instance, I also felt pain. Every day I laid, wake up more and more, wondering, wondering. We play these games with people, wonder, all right, I really do love them, care about them. I mean, did you really love your children? Did you really want, you know what I'm saying? I think that really has fucked with some people, some children, when they find out that their children, that their children come to realization to understand that their mommy and daddy really want me here. See, that's what really fucks with a lot of people when they find out or they start to realize that the mom and dad really want me here. And so the child has to understand, like, you know, when a daughter starts getting pushed out of the house, see, everybody believes that the son gets pressed. See, the son deals with things in accumulation. Because I always hear these things, the talking points of, well, the daughter has easy. Does she really? Depending on the dynamic of a household and what's going on, if the parent is there, both parents are there, if literally the parent, and mind you, kids pick up on different things on how they're being received. Sex, peer pressure, drugs, sexuality. Oh, what are you talking about, DNT? Those things just started happening. No, they did not start happening. They're just now more open. Stop with the bullshit. I've been out there with the kids when we were younger. I was a kid too. We'll sneak out there and sneak behind the house and we'll play Kiss. Oh, y'all forgot that game? Remember the game called Kiss? So when we start playing them games, things started happening. The abuse, the bullying. I love it when some people talk about sexual abuse and trauma. Well, guess what? I know a lot of teens, I know a lot of young adults who never, ever, ever, ever revealed about them being sexually exploited or traumatized. They just dealt with the cards. I've seen a lot of effed up things happen in the church. You know what I was told? To God be the glory. Oh, yep, that was a game. That was a game, Don. Hide and go get it. I remember there was a female, she got pregnant. She got pregnant. So you know what the father and the mother both agreed to do? This is the little town secret. They took the baby and sent the baby off there to Tennessee. And they told the young adults, go on and live your life. You don't have to worry about that baby. And so on the young man's wedding day, because the young man was older, he had an announcement. He said, I would like to announce something. I just want to tell my family, go fuck yourself. Go fuck all of y'all. So y'all took my child from me because you were ashamed that me, and I'm not going to say the young lady's name, we were all grown, took our kid and you sold our kid off. Knowing that after that, that girl started doing cuts. Knowing that after that, that young man started doing drugs. All because they wanted to fix a problem of hiding a child from two young adults that made a mistake and had a baby. They took her out of school. Now she's into mental health, in and out of the mental health institute. And soon after that, 2 months later, the young groom killed himself because he regretted his life that much. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't give y'all the good story. Well, on the good story, I guess that happened. And everybody thought that he had it good. Come from a good family, a good home, had money. He was a star baseball player. But that video right there, oh man, I was like, whoa. I thought he had it good. I thought so and so, I ain't gonna say her name. I'm gonna say it. She disappeared for a while. Hell, she disappeared for a whole school year. But see, all the secrets that we hide and the stories that we tell ourselves at night to get through our problems. Fellas, you don't know. Sometimes you don't know what a lot of these young women are from what they're dealing with. You don't know what a lot of these women are. If y'all believe that the women that you are talking to today do not have some type of mental angst on top of them, you're a fool. You're a damn fool. You are naive. And you are ignorantly condescending towards what's going on with that woman. Ladies, if you believe that man is not or has not been traumatized some part of his life, and I'm telling you right now, a lot of men, they will tell you, if you sit down with them on the side, ask them, has something ever happened to you in your life that actually altered or changed you? I'm willing to put my life on it that most majority of men, 9 out of 10 men, have had some type of altering trauma that has happened that literally beard them and transformed them. It happens. You will deal with these demons. And so these things keep on happening. And this is why I'm saying that a lot of people are right now. This is why I'm saying this is why you're seeing the big flux. How you doing, sweetie? How y'all doing? How you doing, Grant? And everyone come on in. This is why you're seeing the big flux of relationships. This is why you're seeing now where people more so rather deal with the workplace than deal with actually the relationship. People would rather deal with work than deal with relationships. Why? Because I can understand the workplace. Shit, that's a schedule 9 to 5. I get what comes with that. That relationship. Oh, so you have it where you got these gurus. Oh Lord. You'll have it where you have these gurus. You'll have it where people will try to men and women try to talk down. That's what I'm saying, y'all. When I listen to a lot of these men that walk up to these women and try to say, you know what, I held the door open for her, but why Did she not, you know what I'm saying, look at me, wink at me, give me that, thank you, mister. Well, hold up, motherfucker. Like, she don't know you. She don't know you. That's like a woman when I'm at the bar and she puts her hand and says, hey, if a woman puts her hand on my arm, does that mean she want to fuck? No. She's just being friendly. But see, now what's going on, see, what happens is the alternate atmosphere of what it is for a woman and a man friendly means to some dudes, let's fuck. And so I have to just be that bitch. I have to be that bitch. Because if I become friendly, you think that when I'm walking to the bathroom, that means, well, see, I told y'all, when I work at the facility, I see how it is. I have to remind the dude, a woman can literally say, thank you, you smell nice. And she might want to go to the powder room to go powder up. The dudes will almost follow her into the urinal or into the bathroom. And whoa. Bro, what are you doing? Bro, you saw what she just did? Yes, she said hello. Most women these days carry, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell you right now. And you got some women to check. Most women these days carry a razor, a taser, a gun, or spray. A razor, a taser, a gun, or spray. I shit you not. Because honestly, in the atmosphere, they don't know how to properly. We don't know what happened, but somehow saying hello to a man means let's fuck. So now the men are. So now the women are like, you know what? Fuck it. I just had to be a bitch, or just had to just say I'm gay. Women just now women just say they're gay. This is why they be doing all the stuff with other women, because they're like, if I try to be nice, you know, back then you could just dance with a female on the dance floor and then y'all go back to y'all stations. No. That means I'm horny. I want to have your baby. I don't know how they got that level, but that seems to be what it means now in the world these days. So you got to learn how to take it for a grain of salt. You know, I'll fix that. Okay, can y'all hear me now? Put one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Yes, one, two. Can y'all hear me? Oh, that don't work anymore. If you tell them you like women, they ask, can they watch? Oh, shit. Well, fuck. Well, you know more I can tell you. But see, and the thing about it is, I also have to tell ladies that even if you date a woman, that doesn't mean you're not going to still have the same issues like you had. Because understand it, some of the issues you may have are not gender based, they're mental. They're mental. The same thing I have for some of the fellas. Like, ladies, you talking to a fella, and you say, damn, what is it about these dudes? Like, I don't get it. Like, they're all the same. Or maybe you're attracted to a certain type of trait or characteristic. Back then, they used to say, I want a D boy. You remember that when they said they want a D boy? And I was like, shit, you want a D boy? Goddamn. So you want a D boy? I understand what the D boys are like. I believe you can't get I believe you can't get PTSD from a different. Actually, you can't. That is very possible. See, the thing about it is, and this is something about it for a lot of men, for a lot of women when they deal with certain men, because certain men, we see it right now when men are still, I don't know how it's like they're sharing trauma bonding PTSD for child support, having kids. Um, they somehow they're reliving 1970s, the crack and heroin epidemic. I don't know how the hell they did that, but somehow they found a way that Let me tell you the story of this guy I know, but I haven't never been in that experience, that he dated a woman and she had sex with him, and after that he never recovered because somehow she never really loved him and she took all his money. I'm like, did she take all his money or did he pay her money and found out he was broke the next day? But he found out he really couldn't afford her. There are men that have been fucked by women. Yes. Yes, that does happen. That does happen. See, when a woman fucks you up, women don't fuck you up. Women have a different way to fuck you up, men. Men, we have the physical as well as we have the maternal. The physical and the maternal fuckery we do to. Okay? Okay. We can fuck a woman up physically and maternally. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about one, getting the woman pregnant, treating her like shit, causing their weight to go up and down, cause a miscarriage. You having a ball. She's hell on earth. The other way, so the woman finds other ways I can't get. Only way I can get at this man is I have to find methodical ways. See, one first way how you hurt a man is you hurt his pride. You start instilling things into his seed, his children. You start telling them things. You start telling his children things. I don't agree. I don't agree. I hate that. This does happen. This does happen where the child gets used as the pivotal point between the man and the woman's problems. So now, because you're in a dire situation of a relationship, now that child starts to take on the sins of either the father or the mother. I was that child, y'all. I swear on everything. I was that child that heard your father is a demon, your mama is a bitch. I was that child that I kept hearing that, and it didn't matter nowhere. It didn't matter if I went to church. It didn't matter if I ran outside. It didn't matter if I went in my room to go play Super Nintendo. It didn't matter how far I rode on my bicycle into the woods. It didn't matter if I cried myself to sleep. Those things never left me. So even in my relationships, no matter what happened, I carried that. Even even into the marriage point, I literally treated Melissa like that. I'm talking to y'all for real, y'all. I'm not playing no fucking game with y'all. Y'all gotta understand what you put into your child, that shit will trickle into their relationships. So you have it, and I want you to understand, you'll have it where some women will tell their sons, don't trust these hoes out there. These women out here ain't nothing but bitches. Oh, oh, you thought that was just a daddy that would do that. Mamas be doing that to their sons to tell them that's the perception that they should have of other women. But see, mama, you may be the bitch. That might be the first bitch we might need to address in the room. You. So true. So true, Don. I've seen that. I've seen the praise that some of these dudes who would doggone. I mean, y'all ever hear these stories? Well, back in the day, the man would doggone do one thing with one woman, then go to the other house and do the other thing with the other woman. And I'll be like, does that not fuck y'all up? Does that not really fuck y'all up? Does that not really fuck y'all up? Well, see, the women never said anything. And I said, let me clear that up. The era in what they're talking from is from my granny's era, the great suffrage, before the great suffrage movement, where back then the woman didn't have that much financial as well as laws for getting out of that situation. And some of them did. So, I'm gonna be for real. Some women couldn't even stay in school. Their only rearing or raising was just to raise a family, cook, clean, have children. Then you had the others that went radical and said, you know what? Fuck this life. I'm not going with that. Y'all remember, if y'all remember in The Color Purple, who's the girl that sang to Celie? The one that was the preacher's daughter. But the one that was a drunk, but she cleaned up. But the thing about it was her daddy wanted her to be a good preacher's girl, get a family, do X, Y, Z. Suge. See, I'm gonna do it. Y'all gonna like it when I do my shit on Suge. Because Suge said, fuck that damn suffrage shit. Suge told Celie, you need to fight back. Oh, don't worry, y'all gonna like it when I gotta do a song for y'all about Suge and Celie, the Suge and Celie coin. But they're the same black woman, two sides of the coin. The same black woman, two sides of the coin. The only thing different between Suge and Celie, Suge decided to fight. Celie just subvertedly, huh? Celie didn't know no better. It was only until Suge came around there and said, bitch, fuck that man. You coming with me. Celie didn't see, and this is why you gotta understand, when you know better, you do better, damn it. It's all right, Grant. It's all right. Thank you, Zio. Because see, you have it. See, we're dealing with women that either the Sugs and you got the Celies. Oh shit. See, I'm not gonna call them pick-me's. I'm not gonna call these women pick-me's. I'm gonna call them Celies. See, you got a difference right now. On YouTube, you got the Sugs, you got the Celies. See, oh my God, boy, I'm about to help you. Oh, I'm about to help you right, sweetie. We about to start something now. You got the Sugs and you got the Celies. The Sugs don't give a fuck. They don't mind being with a man, but they'll curse your ass out and slice your goddamn throat. Sheileys don't know no better. They just blindly follow it and jump off a fucking cliff, and they'll tell other women that, hey, get your ass beat and all that other indoctrination shit. And so the man, the mister, they'll go along with that shit. Because that's the way their daddy or whatever type of indoctrination raised them to be mentally fucked up. Boy, I am on some shit, boy. I'm telling y'all. This is why I told y'all. I be on some other shit, y'all. I be sitting there writing and watching films and shit, and sometimes just be reading shit. But y'all gotta understand, at this point, like, understand, you'll have it where certain older men will tell these men, why didn't you just beat that woman? Why didn't you just check that bitch? Put her in her place. But see, what happened is you have it where certain other men like, see how the son will get in the way and try to fight you. That's why they tell you don't be a stepdaddy. This is why they preach about the stepdaddy problem. That's also a reason why men choose younger women, because they're more prone to listening to pretty much coaching them. Well, yeah, no, see, you're right about that. See, that is why they like the younger women. See, I'm gonna tell you right now. Let
Let me tell you this gassed up shit. Why I was told to get a younger gal. Let me tell you why I was told to get a younger gal. Because they say a younger gal's easy. You ain't got to tell her shit but what to do. You just got to tell her what to do, give her some stuff. In other words, it's like doggone training. It's like training your own goddamn your own little dog. See, it's a fight for control versus you dealing with a seasonal woman. See, you ain't gonna tell no sweetie, you ain't gonna tell no Jay, you ain't gonna tell no goddamn, you damn sure ain't gonna tell no Koja, Zio, and Bomb and all them other women in the chat. You ain't gonna tell them type of women what the fuck to do. They're gonna fight you. Let's see, y'all ain't gonna tell these type of women what to do. They the type of person to go get that goddamn, that good skillet. They're the one that'll tell you they're the ones that get the goddamn skillet while you talking your shit and let you while you watching your game or sleeping. They'll come back with that skillet and bust you upside your head. See, you got to watch out what's going on, Trailer. But see, understand this: a lot of people are carrying a lot of trauma and a lot of abuse with them. So they'll have it where as to people will tell them you ain't shit. You ain't gonna never be shit. Ain't nowhere you can go without me. I'm trying to tell y'all, I've seen this happen. I've seen this happen where literally another man had told his girl, bitch, where you gonna go? All you got is me. We gonna go back to your mama's house? Ain't no man gonna want you. And I said, and the thing about it is, the other girl said, why do you take that from him? You the one that worked. The real thing about it is, he's afraid of you leaving him. She said, well, will another man love me? So you gotta ask that. See, that's how people get other people. They make you believe that you're not good enough for love. So when somebody actually does love you, you don't know how to properly accept or deal with that. You don't know how to actually appreciate someone who loves you because you're always told you're not worthy of love. Listen, any and everyone is worthy of love. But the problem is where you're going to go receive that love, that's where it gets dangerous. I can tell you right now, it's dangerous, y'all. Because see, some people are so desperate for appreciation and love, they'll chase after it any and everywhere. And some people will listen to your problems and they'll manipulate your heart and they'll manipulate you to you thinking that you're being loved when you're actually just being psychologically and physically and mentally abused. And so long as they're contorting you and fucking you up, that's all that matters. Now, now hold on, Bacon. See, that's very interesting because the thing about it, and I'm just using your statement. The myth that is put out there is that somehow there's another man waiting in the bushes to pick up women. Well, if that was the case, then why are there so many women having to sleep in shelters? Why are there so many women in certain types of care of different type of federal and state institutions? Where are these other men? Mind you, me, my mama, and my brother had to stay in a hotel. Where was that secret man in the cut waiting to pick up my mama when she got her face busted in? If this was so true, then why are men feeling the way that they feel, that their masculinity is in jeopardy? If there was that many men that were so, if that many men were so willing to jump in the bushes for a woman, then why are women saying that there's no protection? See what I'm saying? The narrative would literally be beaten back because the women will say, well, where one man will put his hands on me, another man will not pull out a cell phone and watch, but walk up and knock him the fuck out. Versus the other men will probably watch her get her ass beat. Because in their mind, well, what did she do? See how that mentally was fucked up and trained? It's so no, see the thing about no, Kay, you gotta understand. You were engineered into that type of behavior at a young age by that man. So in Napoli, you have to reinstitute your mind on being able to pick apart certain men. See, certain men will go for you because they understand she's a pretty face, she smiles, she's willing to help people. Sometimes, and I gotta tell y'all, sometimes you have to be you have to be see, understand about a let me show you about a dog. When a dog is abused enough, when people try to go to that dog to pet a dog, what will the dog do? The dog will automatically start trying to defend itself and start trying to snap back. It don't care who it is. It can be a child. It can be a woman. It can be another dog. The dog will automatically, because it's been abused so much, it's going to just start snapping back. It don't care. It don't care. It just knows it has to defend itself at any notice. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I agree. And oh no, I've seen that. I've seen that, Trevor. I've seen that where a woman was getting slapped around all outside of her apartment on the pavement. You know what the other men did? Sat there and drank their goddamn Mad Dog 40s. It took a woman running up with a baseball bat, an elderly one running up with a baseball bat and bashing him, and the kids running up to fight the man off the woman. The other men were like, she just need to get up and leave. But I'm like, motherfucker, from the story, there was literally the ratio of 1 man to 8 men. And not one of y'all thought, but then you can't talk about, well, damn, where are all the good women at? See, the good women, when they ask the question, where are the good women at? Where are the good men at? See, you got to understand, after watching so much of the fuckery, you start to understand that being good gets your ass fucked up. Because, see, people look for the good so that way they can contort it and use it and fuck it up in their own notion. I learned that the hard way plenty of times. Me being good sometimes got my ass kicked. Me being good, hey, Joe, if you could just come get me and I just need to get out of here. Sure. Okay, I'm on my way. Get up, tired, just got off of work, pick the girl up, take her to a hotel, or maybe you might want to try to get her somewhere. Knowing damn well everybody, leave her alone, Joe. But I kept trying and I kept trying and I kept trying and I kept trying. And she would just keep on going back, trying to save that ain't shit nigga. And I would just keep on trying to save that damsel in distress. But I had to understand the damsel in distress was her own dragon. Princess Peach don't want to be saved by Mario. Mario need to understand, listen, I just need to let that broad stay in that goddamn castle. Fuck that. You at this point, broad, all that magic, and you ain't not one time figure out how to stop that damn. You like getting picked up by that damn dragon. Stay your ass with him. I ain't fucking with you. So at some point, the notion, like, well, where are the women at? Women don't want to get married. No, women understand if I get married, what that man gonna do when he once he get me in that house? Is he gonna still be that same guy? But the last guy that got me in the house fucked me up. The last man that got me a baby, oh no, I was stuck with you for 18 years, nigga. You got me good. That next man, oh, you gonna have to work. And God said, that ain't right. But hold on, the men are just the same way. Men don't want to get caught up with women. So we can stop the narrative. You're right. I'm not saving no goddamn princess. Fuck that. I'm gonna throw you a goddamn mushroom. Say, figure out how to get out of there, motherfucker. You want out of the castle? Fuck him, feed him, put it out to sleep, and doggone put your clothes in whatever backpack, trash bag, and walk 2 miles out. You make it 2 miles, I'll pick you up like Delta Force. Come on. But if you go back to Bowser's Castle, you on your own, motherfucker. I ain't saving shit. Kindness has to be earned, not just given these days. I know a lot of people don't like hearing that. Kindness has to be earned. Y'all brothers need to stop saying this shit online. Well, why don't the women know how to be women? They don't know how to smile when I open the door. They don't know how to smile when I do this and that. Nigga, they don't know you. Listen, you know what? Listen, a dude literally did that shit for my doggone cousin. She just walked to the door. He said, excuse you. She said, hold on. She walked right back to the door and she said, close the door. He closed the door. She opened the door her damn self. She said, can you move out the way? Thank you. And if somebody has to acknowledge you for you doing a good deed, then it never was a good deed, dummy. If you have to get acknowledgement or get your ass licked for every time you do something nice for a man or a woman, then motherfucker, you never meant it from the get-go. That just means you were trying to make some type of advancement to open a dialogue. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Good morning, queen. Good morning, beloved. Good morning, dear. Mm. Like I said, I don't play these games, y'all. I just tell it like it is, man. But I gotta go, y'all. I definitely do love y'all. I do appreciate y'all. Like I said, I'm BMT. Like it's just one of those things. I like email me, y'all, if y'all want to set up for a talk. I'm going to be doing mental health. It is mental health month, so Lord knows my next conversation I'm going to be doing is the Suge and Sealy dynamic. I'm going to go reach out and go get some people down for that one, the Suge and Sealy. But you got to do your Color Purple research on that one. You got to go watch the Color Purple. You know what I'm saying? Like the video, share the video. I do appreciate you guys. Um, exactly. A good deed doesn't have to be noticed. That shit is fake deed. If you expect some, I'm trying to tell y'all right now. This is why, like I said, it's going to be interesting. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you're going to go live for 30 minutes. I'll be over there, Kay. Like I said, if it's a good deed, you know what I'm saying, you want somebody to kiss your ass for it, don't do it. Don't do it. Then it was never a good deed. You're just trying to fuck them over. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.